think the taco would be good with a hot sauce jelly bean?
There's hot sauce jelly beans?
Yeah, there's like spicy jelly beans. There's a Bean Boozled Fiery 5. It's habanero, Carolina Reaper, jalapeno, sriracha, and cayenne.
Wow, that's kind of cursed.
Yeah, I can't imagine it, dude. So this is super off topic, but you know jelly beans have no flavor, right? It's like all aroma.
Really?
What?
Like if you eat a jelly bean and plug your nose, you can't taste the flavor.
Bullshit.
We gotta test that out. I don't believe you there.
So I was wondering how the spicy ones work. I'm serious, just like...
Maybe the sour ones have that extra sugar on it so that you get something, but...
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's an aroma thing. No, that's not bait. Dude, I love jelly beans. You can turn, yeah.
Oh my god, you can't taste it.
Yeah, there's no inherent flavor.
Was that with every? Wait, is that with every food?
Not with every food. Some food, like if it's something is salty or sweet, and it's distinct, you can taste it. But I mean, obviously, but jelly beans is 100% just odor. Like there's just no flavor in it.
Wow, that's kind of bizarre. Yeah, it just tastes like vague sugar.
Yeah,
you have no flavor until you actually smell. Wow, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if they actually put like flavor in the spicy jelly beans to make
just pure capsaicin.
It's just it's just the amount of capsaicin they put per jelly bean.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, when I was little, I had to drink. What was that?
Oh, homie stock.
What?
Nice.
I think Sonix was trying to edge guard with homing attack, and Wrath just went as low as possible to just
wait.
the homing attack. Did
he just juke him?
I think that's what happened. I think
that might have been a juke. Like actually,
to prevent that. That's so smart by
that was
by
actually
Wrath.
insane. Giant brain. Wow.
That homing attack is like a fake move. That's not a real move. That's so unfortunate. I think it's really funny, and I hope that develops as like an efficient strategy where it's like, what's like the farthest you can go away from the stage without SDing, so that Sonix gets punished for homing attacking. That's so funny. Any way to close out a stock versus Sonix. It's an interesting gamble to trade a stock and force this to be a 2-stock situation, but Wrath, he made it this far for a reason, and that's why I'm here, because I don't see the calculus as well as him, because that's a crazy gamble to go for. And so far, Sonix with a little bit, or a big lead here, but a big thunder is going to connect for Wrath. I really don't know how Sora is supposed to hit Sonic. I've been trying to think about it, and it seems to me that if Sonic just runs away the entire time, can he really get hit by Sora?
It feels like we're having Wrath do that puzzle for us in real time, PJ.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a struggle. Sonix is sitting in the corner saying, like, I dare you, come over here. You're one of the floatiest characters in the game. The second that you try to jump or double jump, I'm immediately on the other side of the stage. Good luck.
It's like, the stages of grief. My acceptance is just, wait, Sonic could just not get hit. Like, that's the acceptance for me in a lot of these matchups, because it's like, like right now Sonic is playing the game and he's like, holding in and he's trying to close out these stocks in an efficient manner. But I wonder if it went down to one of those situations where Sonic was like, I don't want to play the game anymore. Does Sora have any counterplay? Because I feel like a lot of these situations is coming down to Wrath reversaling Sonics. But nonetheless, I mean, I'm all here for this gameplay for sure, but stuck on the ledge here is Wrath, 186%. A back throw surely will do it. Any meaningful hit, the Nair out of shield does come through. Even like pressuring Sonic when you finally do close in, like what do you really do? It seems rough to me.
It feels as though Sora,
yeah, like I don't know, it's rough.
It feels like Sora's unironically too slow in this matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Too floaty. I mean, what do you do?
The second that you try to commit to an air-to-air, then Sonix is just gone, or he can get underneath you, and we don't really have any quick hitboxes to hit directly underneath Sora. That down air does have a ton of startup. So at that point, it's like you can toss out a fireball, toss out a thunder every now and then, but you can't really spam that against Sonix, because he's quick enough to actually just rush you down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's one of the saving graces of this matchup is like the Nair is super active and you can like really, you're so floaty that with one short hop you can really create a lot of variations of when you actually swing with a hitbox. But in order to get that hit, you need to be close enough to hit Sonic. And once again, I asked, like, does Sonix really need to go in after you get a couple hits? If it ever does come down to that timeout-esque scenario, I wonder what we'll see here. But Wrath, I mean, as I keep talking about how this seems impossible for me, making this a last stock situation, as Sonix gets a big open up there, but no follow-up. Tries to go for a grab on the platform. I like the mix-up, but yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about, where it's like, how do you hit Sonic here?
Yeah, I mean, even the out-of-shield options have been relatively lackluster for Wrath. It feels as though anytime Sora wants to go ahead and get something quick, like an up B out-of-shield, it's a huge risk, because if Sonic just gets the heck out of dodge and leaves, then you're vulnerable. Even if you try to toss out the side B as a mix-up afterwards, Sonic is quick enough to actually just track you down. And right now, all we are seeing is safe shield pressure. Look at that, the back air and then to the immediate retreat, shield again on the side B. Like, has Wrath gotten any grabs yet? It feels as though Sora is never in a position to actually threaten Sonic's shield.
Even there, I mean, you slightly miss time when you swing with an air and you just go underneath the spin dash. I mean, what do you do here? So far, Sonix really hasn't been hit and hasn't been punished. Wrath needs to figure out some sort of answer to this spin dash on shield, though, because it is looking to be potentially what puts the nail in the coffin for this entire set, and we're only on game 1.
Yeah, this is one of those where all of the commentators are fooled and are struggling and are starting to theorize, and now, Wrath, we need you to show us something. Please, all of us are here to learn. You're the teacher right now. We got to find some little lesson if you want to stay competitive here in this matchup. Oh, untechable, so that will do. Yeah, you can play off stage as much as you want, but eventually you're going to be at a spot where that back air will just force those untechable situations.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be Sonic's. I mean, as much as I was saying this looks impossible, it was a last stock situation, so good stuff from Wrath. I mean, definitely a couple adaptations. A lot of times, I really try my best to be like to give analysis, like, oh, what do you think? What do I think Wrath is gonna do to mix up and try to like find a way to hit Sonix? But it's really like I'm at a loss for words. This is on Wrath now. Like I have no idea. This is rough.
So you're putting me in an awkward situation here, PJ, because you're the smart one between the two of us. I'm going to need you to go ahead and step your game up a little bit.
Dude, I need to buy a Metafy lesson or something, because I've literally lost. Like I hate being in this situation, because there's so many times where it's like dude, the casters don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. This is crazy.
Guys, what if there was a character, a very strange one, that said it's a guaranteed win versus Sonic, and let's say you're like at Genesis and it's like grand finals. You could be a world champion, but you have to give up one of your fingers to do it. Which finger would it be? That's the real question here. Because for me, it's probably my left pinky, I think. Or left pinky, I think, would be the one I use the least. I'm not sure.
Yeah, left pinky. Well, let me see. I need to hold a controller, because left pinky.
Actually,
yeah,
you can. The left pinky, yeah. Actually, the right pinky maybe. No, I didn't. You don't realize how much you use the pinkies until you like grab something, you know.
Yeah, it's more support. I mean, if you grab a cup and you lift your pinky up, yeah, it's probably the left pinky for sure.
I'm going to need to see that prize pool first, though.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I can Google how much a prosthetic costs right here, but if this is going to be one of those where it's like I got to rely on my insurance to help me out, maybe not. Maybe not the move.
Is middle finger even needed? Come on.
I can think of a very good use for it, PJ.
Yeah. Facts, homie. Facts.
I don't know where you live, but if you drive, yes, it is needed.
We need more love and less hate in the world. Okay.
People that don't want Steve Banner are like, I'll lose my thumb. I want my opponent.
Whoa!
So maybe, oh no! Homing attack again.
What the hell?
Sonix in between Wrath and the blast zone 2 times in a row. His own move has betrayed him. Does manage to get that forward smash, but good God, the monkey's paw curled right there for a split second.
That's the only 2 stocks that Sonix has lost has been to his own homing attack. That's crazy. Or was it? Oh no, it was last stock. So yeah, Wrath did take 1 stock, but 2 of the 3 stocks taken this set so far has been a homing attack mishap. That's hilarious.
Sonix is more effective at killing Sonics than Wrath is currently, but there's still plenty more Smash to be played. We'll have to see if that trend continues.
And yeah, but very even game so far. Once again, Wrath like really just punishing a lot of what Sonix is going for in terms of aggression, and knowing like something that I can appreciate is Wrath knows like I don't have a punish here. Like I cannot swing and hit Sonic, so I will not. Sometimes the best option is to do nothing and slightly position yourself in a different way, and like kind of trick Sonix into going for the same option, but you change like your variable and hopefully a different equation or different outcome comes out. But so far, Sonix with a pretty big lead here. The forward smash covers the ledge, the regrab. Even only at 109%, the ledge invincibility is going to run out a little bit faster, and that's going to be Sonix with a lead once again. Great catch. One thing that I will say is that Sora has excellent air-to-air potential versus Sonic. So if it comes to that air-to-air game, where you're either using jump as a way to get out of scrambles or jumping out of your spin dash moves, that's something that Sora is going to be good at. Is big nair that is relatively floaty.
Very true. It feels as though he's got a great air-to-air game unless Sonix is the one that gets the hit first, because the disadvantage in the air, oh my god, it just feels miserable. In addition, oh my,
ooh, that was sick. Nice.
With the immediate back air, that is so nasty.
I think that the up B traded with the nair, it immediately ending the end lag, and then realizing we're both going to get popped up, instant back air, clean stuff from Sonix. Great conversion. You love to see that. This is going to be Sonix up 2-0 in the set. I love situations like that where you put out a move that is like a combo starter and it trades, and then you get a kill for it. That's so sick.
All right, y'all, we got to get the confetti ready right here, because if there's ever an opportunity to celebrate a single Sora win, it's going to be right now. If Wrath wants to continue, this winner's bracket run, we got to see at least one dub with Sora, I think, before trying to go ahead and swap off.
But who remembers?
I feel like the game plan's generally there.
Who remembers when I predicted this 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago? Who remembers this?
Oh no!
Must have been a good time.
Did you bring that curse onto us? Perhaps.
We can see. We can see. Wait for it.
All right, we're back on Town and City. Oh, no. Wait, finally.
He did it to him. They're homing on each other. Damn. Does that sound weird?
They're home.
Yeah, I was pausing for a moment there.
Homing, attacking on each. They're homing.
There was a plan.
They're kissing the homies goodnight. All right, you leave them alone. What I'm saying is, when you have a move that auto aims like that, you can take full advantage of it.
This game is so silly. What a silly interaction. Not to be a Debbie Downer here, but this is very rough. I mean, unfortunately losing your stock at 0 now, forced to play down a stock versus Sonix. I mean, you've been Wrath has been on the receiving end actually of these unfortunate stock losses, but now it's just like, what do you do here?
Pray. I think this is definitely one of those spots where you ask for a higher power to intervene. If we're really breaking this down, what we need to see is like some kind of projectile game plan, perhaps. Like, we haven't seen a lot of Thunder being used to try to force approaches. Part of that's because that spin dash does have a little bit of invuln on startup, and Sonix has been able to dash through it a couple times. But if there are a couple tools that you can use in your kit as Sora to try to compel Sonix to take a step forward, but when you're down 2 stocks now with only 58%, like, it's haymaker time.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's a little bit tragic about Sora, I think Fire is so good in this matchup, but you can only use it one time, and then you're on Thunder, which I think is absolutely useless. And then you're on Blizzard, which is okay. So you're like a third of the time, or most of the time, on a move that is super laggy. Sonic can literally just run through it and avoid it, and it's just like you can't use the projectile. So even though that is an option where it's like Fire is really good at kind of stuffing out Sonic, you're not always on Fire, which is just so unfortunate.
Definitely an oddity of this character's toolset where you really have to deal with that cycle through. I mean, we are at percents where you could start to see like some oddities. Like, this character does have some neutral air and forward air confirms that can get you a smash attack, and I'm swinging for those if I'm Wrath every single time.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not winning neutral a lot, you better make sure that when you do, it just kills Fire Aga here now for Wrath as a backdoor comes through. He's going to be able to kill on the small side blast, so that is Town and City. And the same blast zone is
JV3.
the end of that. Yeah, Sonix with 3-0 over the Wrath Sora. I'm sorry. Good stuff from Sonix, remaining consistent here and moving on into Grand Final.